your half-hour coffee break today. Today we're going to use a set of sliders and a sturdy chair or a box or something that you can put your heels up. Of course, if you don't have these things, don't worry, we can do all the things without them. So let's get started. We're going to start on all fours tabletop. Maybe you have a yoga mat for this part, maybe not, but we'll move the mat aside when we get to our sliders. So palms are spread wide with the fingers right under your shoulders and knees are under the hips. Cats and cows, just to undulate the spine a few times as you breathe in, let your belly melt towards the ground and then reach up forward and back through the sit bones and the crown of your head. And on your exhale, press the earth away, round your spine, little Halloween cat. Maybe tuck your chin more towards your chest, stretch through the back of your neck. Just move a few times with your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Just a couple more times. Inhale, reach and open through the front line of your body. Exhale, press your palms down, especially the thumbs and index fingers. Press your shins down, really lengthen your spine up. Let's take one more time, breathe in. And one more time, breathe out. Nice, and come back to all fours. We're gonna find our hydrants to an extension, leg extension, and we'll just start with the right leg first. So take a breath in. When you exhale, lift your knee out to the side, the right side, and then lower. We're gonna kick straight back, and it's more than just a kick back, it's a little lift using the glute and hamstring. So breathe in as you draw your knee back and down. Exhale, lift to the side. Inhale, knee down. Exhale, press up and back. And try to keep your shoulders lined up over your palms here. And notice your left hip if it's rocking out to the left side. You wanna keep it lined up right over the left knee. So we're just gonna take our time as we move through these, lifting and kicking for that extension. And as you kick back again, it's that little bit of an extra lift rather than just focusing on kicking straight back. We're doing a bit of a circuit work today. So we'll go right side, left side here, and we'll switch to a different activity. And then we'll circle through and coming back to these. So let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, extending back, knee down. We'll switch for the other side, and sometimes a little child's pose stretch back might help, or any bit of wrist curls before you set it back up. Take your left leg out, and then kick it, extend and lift back. So out and back. So when we do the hydrant shape, that dog pee shape, that's getting your glute med, using the side butt muscles to lift and get that hold. And then when you kick straight back, you're using the glute max, the biggest part. And just a little squeeze on the butt cheek as you kick back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, last 2, last 1, boom, nice. So now hopefully your box isn't too far away or your chair or whatever. We're gonna flip to our back and put your heels on the chair and your knees are gonna be about a 90-degree bend. So get yourself comfortable and the shoulders down your back, just palms pressed down. And there's 2 ways you can do this. Your heels can be on the chair and we're just gonna focus on the glutes. So you press your heels down, lift your booty straight up, squeeze the butt, and lower, lift, and lower, just like that. Another variation, you can put the arches of your feet on the edge of that chair and just lift and lower right here. And see how that feels. One way or the other, you're gonna be targeting squeezing the glutes at the top, but you'll probably be feeling it pretty good in the hamstrings also. So you can just kind of switch between the 2 or figure out which one you like best and just go with it. So extra squeeze of the butt at the top. Let's go for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, almost there, 13 to go. Last 10, really squeeze the butt at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, nice. So if you need to back away a little bit from that chair or that block, feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. So the knees are wide, the feet are pressed together. You can have the knees out wide or maybe even press the legs and have the knees kind of hovered almost butterfly shape. Elbows wide, and keep your low back pressing into the ground. We have that natural arch, but I want you to seal it down, navel straight to the ground. Take a breath in, and then on the exhale, lift. Lower, lift, lower, lift. You can keep your gaze at the sky. And when you lift, keeping the navel drawing straight down towards the ground, keep pressing your feet together, and think of bending and arching sternum towards navel, just focusing on this little chunk right here. Elbows wide. And be sure you're not lifting by pressing into your head and neck or overworking the arms and shoulders. I'm gonna get the core here to lift the heart up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, elbows stay wide, 2, last one. Whew, nice. Maybe knees come into your chest, a little bit of a breath in and out. All right, go ahead and rock yourself up. We're gonna grab those sliders now. And if you need to, for space, you can move your yoga mat out of the way if you're using it. I like to use it for when we're on our knees especially, but I need that space now. A lot of us work in small spaces. So take your sliders, and we can actually just use one. No, have them both and bring them underneath your toes. So curtsy lunges. Again, you don't have to have sliders for your curtsy lunge. We're gonna start with the right leg going back and across. So really root down in that left foot. Get ready. Now take that right leg back and across the midline. Drop the knee so it's at a little low, hover an inch or 2 off the ground. Press in through the other foot, stabilize, come all the way up. Take it back and cross. One flow movement. Whoop, that looked bad, I fell. Come up. Take it down, dip, and slide up. So if you don't have the slider, you'll just be stepping it back and stepping it forward, stabilizing the left leg, lower and lift, lower and lift. So getting some of that lateral AD, adduction of the outer hips here as we cross the midline, but also using a lot of quad on that front leg and a lot of inner thigh work too. So hug the inner thighs, pull up. Nice. Last 4, 3, 2. Rise up on 1 so we can switch sides. Feet are about hips width apart. Left leg now slides back and over. And drop the knee to a hover. Slide or tap it up. Take it back and lift. So you'll probably notice there's a lot of balance work going on. And that's cool. We got to work on our balance. Take it low and squeeze it up. So think hugging inner thighs. And that'll help actually protect the knees a little bit as you make the work come from the inner thighs rather than using the knees. Nice. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And staying up on 1. Cool. So now we want to find a high plank with the sliders under the toes. If you don't have sliders, then just step it back to your high plank. So a tuck to push up. Make sure your shoulders stay over the wrists, fingers are wide. Take a breath in. Now your exhale, it's a tuck. Draw the knees up towards the arms. Maybe you tap, maybe you don't. And then slide them or walk them back. And then 45-degree bend with the elbows, a push up. So squeeze, extend. Knees can come down if you want for that push up. Take it back. Squeeze, back. Little push up, keep the spine long. Navel tucked in towards that spine. Yes. 4 more, friends. Last 3. 2 more. Whew. Last one, strong one. Press up, tuck the knees, take it back to plank. All right, plank. Whew. These can be effective, yeah? So we've got a tuck to a push-up, or a tuck rather, to a pike. So a tuck, you got the tuck, knees in, knees out. Now pike, send the hips high, draw the long legs forward, slide the long legs back. So tuck and pike. Tuck and pike. 4 more. Socks work too if you're on a hard surface and don't have the sliders. 2 more. Let's go 1 more. Woo! Okay, I kind of botched that last pike. Sliders can go off to the side. Find your way back to your mat. Hydrants round 2. Hydrants to leg extension. So all 4s, start with the right leg, take it out, extend back. Take it out and back. Remember to use your glute, kick and lift. You got it. Heart rate up a little bit from all that slider work. So you're getting a touch of cardio. Nice. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, 1, all the way back. Nice, left side. I always like to do a little wrist therapy real quick, flip the wrist or something. Let's switch it out. Up and back. Out and squeeze for that lift back. When I get quiet, it's because I'm working pretty hard. Otherwise, you know me, I seem to talk a lot. Lift and kick. Use the glute and the hamstring, extend and lift. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, best kick. Whoo, nice. Take it to your booty and find your chair. Heels on the chair, round 2. So either heels right on the chair or arches of feet right on the chair, whichever version you prefer. Take a breath in. On your exhale, lift your hips, squeeze at the top, the glutes, and lower down. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Now a way to up level this, if you want more at home, is you can always do 1 leg at a time. You can take 1 foot up and focus that. So wherever you're at, keep it up for 8, 7, 6, 5. If you were doing 1 leg at a time, maybe you switch. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Booty down. Make a little space so you can do your Supta Baddha Konasana push-ups, or sit-ups rather, excuse me. Elbows wide, feet together. Press those feet in. Breath in. Exhale, low back into the mat. Lift head, neck, and shoulders. Down, up, down, up. Nice work. Make sure you're not pressing and jarring into your neck with your hands. Use the core. Sternum to navel. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to your chest. Whew. Maybe a little side to side love. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. And roll off to your side or rock and roll up so you can grab your sliders. Make that extra room. And this time we're going to start with just 1 slider under your right foot for some reverse lunges. I think reverse lunges are my favorite to do with the sliders. So stand with your feet hips width distance apart, shoulders down your back. Really stabilize in the left leg. Right leg is going to slide back so you can bend the knee so you have your front knee over the ankle, back knee is down under the hip, hug the inner thighs, and rise up. Take it back and lift up. If you don't have a slider at home, that's fine. You're just gonna tap and press. Nice. So when you hug the inner thighs, stabilizing you, you're getting a lot of inner thigh work by sliding the leg back and forth. We're skipping that tapping by doing the full work with the slider. It's making you work all the way back and all the way forward. Nice. If you're using arms, maybe you use them intentionally. Make them do some work just by activating, by squeezing the muscles, flexing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Left side doing a lot of work here, stabilizing your body. Last 2, 1. Whew. Take that slider under your left foot, round 2 on the other side. Feet are hips width, breath in. Go ahead and take it back. Lower the knee, hug the thighs, squeeze it up. So you can take it down, squeeze. Take it low and squeeze. Use those arms if you want, activate them too. Stabilized on the right leg, really feel the right leg, the foot pressing into the ground, kind of neutralizing and engaging actually the right hip as it hugs in. You've got 8, 7, get a little low with that back knee, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Okay, both sliders under your feet, high plank mountain climbers, and that's taking one leg at a time across. And you switch, and without the sliders, you're just squeezing your knee up towards your chest or across the midline. Shoulders stay over your wrist. Avoid letting your hips sag. Avoid letting your shoulders sag. Let's go for 8, 7, 6. Squeeze your navel towards your spine. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it forward and up. A little tuck there at the end. We're not. All right, last cycle through our circuit. Come back to all fours. Hydrant leg extensions. You got it. Amazing, friends. Nice work today. Take a breath in. Start with the right leg. Exhale. Extend the right knee out about hip level. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Oops, we got to add on that leg extension. Take it down, kick it back. Take it out and back. Can't believe I almost forgot that. Leg extension is my favorite part. So squeeze the butt. Lift with the hamstring and that glute. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, last 2, other side in 1, take it all the way back, knee down if you want that child's pose or some wrist love, and then when you're ready, come into it, left side, hydrant lift, extension kick back, out and back. Focus on squeezing both glutes. Really focus on the left glute and hammy as you get that long extension and lift. It's more than that kick back, it's that lift up as well. Navel to spine, core is just tight, tight, tight. For 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lift, kick, open wide, and take it down. Oh, friends, you're amazing. You're kicking my butt today. When you're ready, this is our last circuit through. You know what we're doing, where we're going. Take it to your chair, your block, whatever you got. In fact, you don't have it, heels in the ground, lifting the hips. Your choice, heels on that chair, knees about 90, or put your arches into it. Take a breath in and use your exhale to lift the hips, squeeze at the top, squeeze the booty. Down, up, down, up. So it's our last round. Get that extra tight squeeze of the butt cheeks. Make fists with your butt cheeks. You're squeezing so tight as you lift. If you want to do one leg at a time, we'll count down from 20 so you can start with one leg and at 10 switch. So here we go for 20, 19, 18. You can count with me, 17, 16. Keep your hips level, 15. Switch on 10, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Go ahead and switch out if you're doing one leg at a time. If not, you just keep pulsing that booty up and down. 10 more. 9, 8. Lift the hips a little higher, squeeze the butt. Last 6, 5. Toes reaching for the sky. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Squeeze that butt. 1. Woo! Take it down. Nice work, friends. Last round of Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. Press your feet together. Maybe your knees lift a little. Really glue your low back down. Take that breath in. And exhale, lift, lower, lift, lower. A little tuck of your chin to keep length in the back of your neck. Use your core to squeeze it tight. You've got 10 here. Last 9, last 8. Elbows stay wide. Last 6, 5. Exhale as you lift. 4, 3. Lift a little higher. Last 2. Shoulders off the mat. Last 1. Done. Knees to chest. Whew. Maybe you rock side to side. Knees can be together or wide, whatever you need. Big breath in. Big breath out. Whew. Gently rock and roll a few times up. Finding sliders. Or just loll off to your side. Make your way up. I have a hair clip, so I need to keep adjusting that every time. So good. Yeah, drink water whenever you need it. All right, last one with the sliders. So we're gonna add on to our lunges, starting with your right leg. Think a squat first. Let's find a chair. Set the booty back, and you're hinging at the hip crease, not the waist. We're not dumping into the back. So you've got your chair. Nice. Go ahead and take your right foot back to that lunge from your chair, and then take it up to that chair. Take that double lunge back, this time rise to standing. So we go lower and stay low. Lower the knee and stand tall. Knee down, chair squat, knee down, stand up. You got it. Really pressing the left foot into the ground for stability. And maybe your leg goes back further. Maybe it stays in pretty short. We want to keep the left knee over the ankle. And rise. 4 to go. Keep it low. Rise. Last 3. Stay low. And rise. Last 2. Option to get the arms working, whatever feels right. 1 more. And rise. Oh, I need to shake out that left leg. We are switching. Stabilize the right leg. Maybe start in chair since we did the other side. Root down in the right foot. Take the left leg back, slider under the toes. Find your double lunge. Stay low. Take it back. And then rise. Lower. Keep it low. And then rise. Whew. Right knee is over that ankle. Whew. Inner thighs work. Squeeze the butt. Feel the inner thighs just hug together. Take your time with these. Don't want to jeopardize the knees. You got it. We're almost there. 4 more. You can use those arms if you want, if it feels like it's useful. 3 to go. 2 more. Keeping it low and rising. Last one, best one. You got it. Rise up. Woo! Shake it up. Give yourself some love. A little forward fold, touch your toes. You can bend your knees, pedal them out, nod your head, yes and no. Find a halfway lift, get nice and tall. Long arms, soft knees, breath in. Fold in half, breath out. Nice, you can remove your sliders. Let's find a downward facing dog. On or off your yoga mat if you're using it. Feet hips width, shoulders, palms shoulder width. Just lift and lower the heels, pedal it out. Get a little bit of length to the back line of the body. Find a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Nice. From here, just step or walk or carry your right foot forward into a low lunge. So knee under the ankle, and then bring the back knee down and shimmy the legs back to a half splits. So you got the back, hips level, left hip and knee lined up, and lift the right toes. You can keep the knee bent to protect your hamstring and knee joint. You can find extra length and extra stretch if you want. Long spine, and then maybe start to fold a little bit, forehead towards the leg. Keep the toes magnetized towards your heart. Slow stretch. Then maybe you rise up like a halfway lift with a straight spine, palms and arms are long and stacked. And then option to walk over to the right side. Just a little extra, little variation here on your half splits. And if you'd like, walk back through center, maybe even taking it to the left side, just seeing if that does anything for you. You can let your toes kind of swivel around with you on the hips. And then come back through center, shift forward, low lunge, lift the back knee, and then step it back, downward facing dog. Nice. And then take your left foot forward between your palms, bring your right knee down, and then send the hips back, extend the left heel forward into a half split. So you can untuck the back toes if you'd like. Stretch and breathe. And fold from the hip creases rather than the waist. Just keep breathing for length and folding with your exhales. Keep your toes flexed, and knee can stay soft to protect it. Deep breaths. Option to walk your palms over to the left side. Keep your toes flexed and magnetized up towards your heart space. And I can feel it in my right side body from hip to ribs. And maybe walk it over to the other side if you want, if that felt like it did anything for you. I can feel it in my hamstring and hips and groin even. And then walk it back through center. Plant your front foot, lift your back knee, downward facing dog. Nice. And then bend your knees and walk your palms back towards your feet. Forward fold. Sway side to side, or find a rag doll with your palms at elbow creases or any type of bind. Crown of head hangs heavy towards the earth. And release your palms to the ground. Bent knees, rounded spine, slowly. Use your inhale breath to rise up. Take your time, full deep breaths. That oxygen comes with you to the brain. Pausing if you need to pause. Nice. Shoulders down the back, forward and back a couple of times. You can take your right arm across the body. Give yourself a little extra love. If your shoulder blade and shoulder are rounding forward, just keep the shoulders back and just stretch it open. So your hips and shoulders are stacked and forward. Nice. You can release and take the other arm across. Again, shoulders and hips in one line. Just breathe. Gently release. Maybe you just kind of willy-nilly sway side to side. A little love and lubrication. Whew. Nice, friends. All right. Just want to thank you for being here. Thanks for this coffee break half hour. You're amazing. See you next time.